Today it is lazy Saturday evening, as you can see. I'm going around in these pants that I got from my son and his girlfriend. I think it was last Christmas. Very cozy and nice. So if my cameraman can just focus on top of me for the rest of this, so you don't have to see me. I plan to do pork chops, I think it's called that, at least in English, in one big piece. So I'm gonna create, see if you can zoom in on it. I want to create a rub, shooting from my hip here, thyme, basil, paprika powder, tomato flakes, and Italian chicken mix, salt and pepper. And to this pork chop, when I have fried it so it's almost cooked, I'm going to slice it up, put it on, let's see, not dropping too much, this wooden piece, and then make mashed potatoes and make small nice bits of mashed potato all the way around, put it in the oven and make it finish up there and make the mashed potatoes get a little bit nice color on them. So I'm gonna remain this piece of wood in water so it doesn't get too hot in the oven later on. I have prepared the potatoes, take off the skin. So I'm gonna use one of my favorite kitchen tool, the pressure cooker. Instead of taking 40-50 minutes or whatever, 40 minutes to cook potatoes, it takes 10-15. So I'm gonna start to put this on because since I'm not able to handle very hot things with my hands because I don't know, thin skin, working in an office and not using my hands so much in hard labor. So I don't want the mashed potatoes to be too hot when I make these small bits out of it. So some water, salt, lock, maximum pressure, and put it on. So while that one is cooking up, I want to create my rub. As I said, shooting from the hip, so I would say a tablespoon of thyme, so tablespoon of basil, or maybe 2. Basil is good. 2 tablespoons of paprika powder, sweet paprika powder. So, and then we have tomato flakes, 1 tablespoon. And I'm a little bit uncertain if this is hot or not. A little bit of spice in it, otherwise I thought I'd put some chili flakes in, but I'm going to use black pepper. So this is something I bought in the store, so I think we take 2 tablespoons. Guess this feels like it contains a bit of salt, but that would be half tablespoon. And half tablespoon of black pepper. Mix it around. The light pieces want to stay on top if you do it like that. So. It's quite a lot of too quick here, we're just gonna mess up my rub. So I want this to stay here in room temperature a bit. I took it out maybe 10 minutes ago from the refrigerator. Something like that. So then we just wait till the potatoes is done and I'll come back. See you then. So now the potatoes has gone in the pressure cooker for about 15 minutes, fizzing away, nice and sturdy. So just take them off the heat. And I want to get the pressure down before I open, so put it in the sink, some cold water to get the temperature down and then the pressure down before I open it up. So like that. So while that is cooling down, and I also had planned to make pink pepper sauce based on a normal bechamel white sauce with pink pepper, some bourbon whiskey, and some paprika, and a little bit of garlic. So an easy traditional recipe is round about 1 tablespoon of butter, just let it melt, and I want to have maybe a little bit of garlic roasted paste, so place this in at the start. And then 1, 2, was a small tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of flour, just turn the heat on for a moment, and notice that I burned it a little bit, but I want some color to the sauce, so it's not the end of the world. Find it easier to not put all the milk in. I should have 4 deciliters of milk, but to get the lumps out, if I don't have maybe a little bit more. Easier to dissolve the flour to a nice paste instead of when you don't have so much milk in. Now it's going to be hard to see since I have a garlic, if I have a nice paste or not. I think I'm there. Put a little bit of heat on. little bit at a time, just because it's, I want to whisk, I don't want to mess the whole stove up. And at this point I put my nutmeg in, a little bit. Then it's always a question of going with white pepper or black pepper, but I take a couple of turns of black pepper, a little bit of salt, and also some paprika powder. And my pink pepper. So, and I'll also add the bourbon, because I don't want to, I want all the alcohol to evaporate, just leaving the taste of the bourbon. So now this should gently boil up, so you see how thick it's become, and you can add more milk. And also, if it doesn't cook for a bit, it tastes floury, so that's important that it's coming up to a gentle simmer or boil. Yeah. So, I was standing here thinking about if I should put some beef or chicken stock into it, but in the end, go and get it. It's a question about balance the taste a little bit. I think it would be, if we should have anything, we should do chicken. But I want this to come up to a boil, so I know if I can add more milk or it's thick like glue. That's always the possibility. So it starts to thicken up, it's coming close to a boil. Definitely gonna need some more milk in this. And before I adding any chicken stock, yeah, I need something to get it deeper in taste. So, and also I needed more salt. So, but it's the stock, at least the one you buy, is often rather salty. So you need to not put too much salt in. Now it starts to be a deeper balanced taste, and I think when the pink pepper starts to release its flavor into the sauce, that's the reason why I start to make this a little bit earlier here, so it can be standing here simmering at the very low heat and build up the taste. So I want it to come up to a slow boil before I turn it down to low heat to get rid of the flour taste. Let's put the things back. So I'm gonna just clean up a little bit and then start to making the mashed potatoes. So for that, before I start to clean up and turn off the camera, I want to gently heat up some milk to put in the potato. Like that. So I'll start to clean up and I'll come back a little bit later. So now I have my boiled potatoes. While you're looking at that, I need to get my lid. So just so, and we want to hot up some milk. Well, heated it up, not hot it up. Heated it up. And I want to have a nice color on when I'm piping them and put them in the oven. So, I want to have some egg yolks in there to help out with the color. I think 2 will do. And also a little bit of butter. I like to have a little bit of nutmeg even in here. So you say that I'm not Italian, but all Italians say, "Oh, my mom does it this way and that way." She always has white pepper in mashed potatoes, and I really like that. So I go with white pepper always. And then I don't know exactly how much salt I had in when I boiled them. Can deal with a little bit more. So, full steam ahead. Get things down from the sides. Nice consistency. Some lumps still in. We let it go a little bit. You cannot have it go too long, because then it turns into glue. Maybe a little bit more milk. There we have it. Good. Then that one could cool off a bit, because I want to pipe it in through this one. I have no clue what that is called in English. It's called tyll in Swedish, but you get that nice star shape when you make a small lump of mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna put on the meat. I want it to be finished in the oven, but we don't have too much time because then we're gonna burn the mashed potatoes. So not cooked all through. little bit of olive oil. Clean up a bit. So I don't want to have it too hot because then I'm gonna burn the basil and all that I have in. So gentle heat, even if I have it on max power now, so I don't cool down to 6. Need more oil in here. So this is going to take a little bit of time. So I come back again when I slice this up and put it on the plate and start piping the potato mash. So now the meat has been roasting under the lid, and it's last time I checked, we can check again. It's up at around 60 degrees, so it's not really 100% done to be pork, but I don't want it to be dry, so I stopped it here and let it relax, so it doesn't lose too much when I cut it up to put it on the wood. I don't want it to bleed out too much, or the juices leaving it. I want to present this nice for you. So I thought I had some rub left over. I did use all, so I don't want that to go to waste. So I take some good olive oil and mix some of it in. I want to have it to drizzle over the meat when it comes out of the oven, so it looks nice and tastes nice. So set that aside. Boom. Do like this, otherwise that's gonna be hard to clean. So our piece of wood that we're going to use. A potato mash have cooled down a little bit so I can handle it. I have this bag for piping. So you can get this out. That one I don't need anymore, so oops, making a mess. little bit more in. So. Otherwise we're just gonna drag things through it. So I put the oven on 225 degrees, so I gonna get a nice color on my potato mash. So what I have been thinking about here is if I'm gonna put the mash down first and then put in the meat. Since I left myself no option because I didn't let the meat rest long enough before I started this work, I need to do the piping first. Up tiny bit. I think there are going to be some mashed potatoes for lunch boxes for Mr. Isaacson, and that is good. So, time to slice up the meat. Choose a proper knife. And about 1 centimeter slices. As you can see, it's pinkish, so I hope that it will not go dry a couple of minutes in the oven. Running out of cotton board. Yep, stay. So my idea was to just put it in. Sincerely, I hope that I can fit it. So. Slice too much. So. And I thought that it cannot hurt. I cannot see that it do. So I'm gonna put a little bit at service as well. So let's put this in the oven. guess it would take 5 minutes, something like that. Yeah, it's just gonna get some color, and maybe I put the fan on so it gets crispier heat inside. So just let's wait, and then she's soon gonna be done. Roughly 5 minutes, and I'm going to take this one out. And I also wonder how I should do it. So, while you're looking at that one, I grab my olive oil and leftover rub. So, now we are done, and there is my pink pepper bourbon sauce, and serving some white wine and water. Bon appetit, hope you enjoyed it. Bye.